welcome back. We're going to start our update. There's quite a bit to go through. We missed a few major builds, but here we are. We've got Leonard with us.
Yellow.
And Jared.
What up?
So, as we're going to see in this build, there were quite a few builds that have gone up or been, someone said, that have gone up or changed. The one difference between this is that some of them Jared was not involved in, so it'll be a first time look for Jared as well. So that will be interesting. But yeah.
Excited for that.
So here we go. So our hub area up here has had some cosmetic changes up top. We've also got the radar tower going up here, right? That's what that's called?
Yeah. Yes, I believe it's radar tower.
We've got some fun structural things and able to see, courtesy of Jared. But this has relatively been the same.
Yeah, the top I didn't really mess with. The only thing that would really be added up here would have been the sides, and then adding like a depth with the sides of the actual building.
Perfect.
Adding in some structural look.
You did do some things in the middle. I mean, you've got the lights on the ladder area, and then these like really cool like headlights. I don't know, like
chandelier looking light looking things. Oh. I actually found I had some random YouTube short that popped up, and this guy was like, "Hey, you want to make something cool?" And he made it, and I was like, "Oh my
that
goodness,
is cool.
That is dope. Like I want to use that." So we got it under construction. I thought it would be better instead of demolishing this area. It's still in there, and it's still exactly the same from when we first laid out this building, but it's under construction.
Love that.
So you can't get in, just to add like a little realism to it, I guess. I don't know.
Lore.
Yeah. Added the signs to the stairs as well, just on the entry points going in. It was a little too tedious to do it on every single one.
Also, it's very bright. Yes. I noticed that when you like walk up them, it's very bright.
It looks cyberpunky.
Yeah, a little bit, right? And we got the plastic floors to reflect everything, or the coated concrete floors.
Cool. I think this turned out really nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's useless now that the depot's a thing, so it is finished.
So far as like the build has gone, the transition that Leonard and I have had from like storage to depot, definitely some of the big builds have been nice having storage, as we didn't always have. We did upgrade part of our depot to have more stack size, and then we didn't have storage before depot on some of our builds, so you'd have to wait for that 10 a minute. But as of, I think yesterday, day before, we have all items that are being produced. So all items that we're making are making at 10 a minute, which have a storage bin and a depot, and then they're being split out if they're overflowing before the storage bin, because I think we have an input now of 240 that you can do into the depot. So having that extra storage buff will actually pull it in instead of having to painfully wait for the 10 you're actually producing. Len found that out on one of his big builds he was doing.
See.
So then the outside's got some of the frame stuff. I like this quite a bit.
Yeah, I wanted to hide the power lines. Oh, what's over there? Is that where we're going?
That is where we're going.
Mr. Chauffeur.
So this is just going to be like a brief. This way is like some building stuff. We had some additional ammo things up. Apparently we need to check something out because this is yellow. That is for later. We did additionally do some ammo stuff. So then we've got, this is our encased industrial beam building. I definitely was testing out some colors and some different looks to walls. Yeah.
Oh, that's an open window.
Oh shit.
I almost fell out.
Honestly, can you even tell? Not really, no.
It's not.
I literally just fell out.
If you could put it up, that would be great. But you can't even tell that it's not there.
That's some really good Windex.
Thanks.
Lol.
Take me away.
Looks good, Kaylee. Good job.
Yeah, I'm not really huge into the building, so just definitely trying my hand out on doing more than just a box. It is a box, but it's got a creative spin to it now instead of just like, here's walls.
Oh, I lost Leonard.
Bye, Leonard. And then we go here. As you guys can see, we did take down this building that was here with priority switches. We no longer need the power storage that was up, and then we had biogens that weren't being used, so we took them down. This is our sand building. This would also be me again. Are you good over there, little bug?
Ooh, ah.
Leonard's huge thing is we've been building this little bit is that he's like, Kaylee, I want to see movement. And so,
Movement.
like, he's tired of my really
Depth.
clean builds. So, movement and depth have been huge things for Leonard as we move into these new builds. Bye, Jared. So, like, these front sections have been, they're purely here for decoration. And they loop around on each other by the storage bin. So, these just flow for fun. Yeah.
Nice.
He's back.
Is he back?
I don't know.
I'm still loading.
All right, we'll meet you at the next building then.
Bye. If you can make it. Perhaps you should stream so he can at least follow along.
Heavy modular frames is next. Okay.
Okay.
Well, bye, Jared. We did end up changing the flooring for some of these pathways. We did to the grid instead of the asphalt to signify that they're factory floors instead of like driving roads. Well, you can still use them to drive on. The intention isn't for them to be drivable and have like a truck going. They're to signify that it's just like between factories. So we did make that cosmetic change. Coming up in front of us, we've got our encased industrial beams. Currently, we just moved to tier 7 and 8 and haven't reached aluminum yet, so we were struggling with our belts in the production of our encased industrial beams. So we increased that to use all of the iron nodes that were in this area. So now we're using more. I think we're producing like 27
Like that.
per minute. So
Sounds about right.
we've got some cool things going on in this build. Definitely more in depth in a future video. But yeah, definitely this is one of the first buildings that we really did play with like flooring and seeing movement on the floor, and then having some of the hello, take me places. Some
Just
of the
around the
items
corner.
shown. I don't have my graphics super high, so it is not as like bright as it would be with like the signs and stuff, but
That looks
I'm
good.
leaving without you. Honestly, tractor's slower than I am. Let's go. Our next build is this one. Leonard.
Enter.
This big behemoth is our heavy modular frame factory. I forget the math, but we're doing a lot of iron ingots. A lot of iron ore. We pulled it from all over grass fields. And they all get fed here into these refineries. I think it's around close to 1,900 ingots per minute.
Just shy.
Just shy of 1,900. Which all, I mean, if we can go up top, we can see like a steady stream of all these ingots being flown into the rest of the building. So a lot of the design was intentional for like movement, directional pieces. What was unintentional, and you'll see in a better position later, but everything's symmetrical. You got the same amount of constructors and refineries on one side, assemblers as well, and then you can see all the stuff in the middle. Everything all going towards these four heavy. Sorry, not heavy. These four manufacturers
I'm
making
sure they are heavy.
heavy manufacturers.
Yeah.
No, the building's called the manufacturer.
Manufacturers.
Yeah, they're all making heavy modular frames
Yeah.
at 10 a minute. All of this lovely aesthetic build for our heavy modular frames
At 10 a minute.
at 10 a minute. And if you
Oh
go here, if you get a good angle, everything symmetry.
Define
fabulous.
here for Kaylee.
He's floating.
I'm hovering like a little bug. I did have a stand here at one point.
I know.
We did.
Very nice.
I lost my tractor, so
This I think was the first build we did without Jared.
I believe so.
I believe so. And then we all participated on the encased industrial beams. Moving on down the road, you saw that we did some piping that's coming from below our AI limbs, but then that's feeding both the manufacturers, not the manufacturers. It's feeding the wet concrete. These are feeding the refineries, and then those two pipes from AA limbs are also feeding the wet concrete for encased industrial beams, pipes, beams.
Same difference.
Same thing, different recipe. Then coming up, you'll notice that we have a new building off to the left.
That looks cool.
So the factory itself is from Leonard and I, and the building is from Leonard. So this is all his creative juices flowing.
squeezed it out like a lemon.
Definitely nice accents on the red. I did do the sign, although I don't know how long Leonard will let me keep the sign, but I
It
do.
looks good.
We did do this, so like this is very nice. We did a sushi belt for this.
Oh.
So underneath is a sushi belt, and then it's all kind of going up, and then this is coming down. We were very happy to have a truck, or not a truck, but a tractor here. So on this map, we are moving stuff by tractor, truck, and train now. So we've got all of the things. We will now be making a additional stop this way. That is not on my list of items or things.
Oh, is it the space elevator stuff? That building looks really cool.
It
Hang on.
it was fun. So that building is making right. So what's in that building? So it's ammo. So the explosive rebars in that building, the homing rifle ammo's in that building, rifle ammo's in that building, and cluster nobelisks are in that building.
Ooh.
So there's quite a bit of things that are being there. We did do, because we have ammo at a secondary place in the hub, there is a bit of transferring of materials underneath, but not much. This, of course, is our space elevator parts area. We've got a below area down here that we're pulling a lot of our base materials from. And then our newest things that we added was from the last of the tier, which with the adaptive control units right over here. And then the modular engines. So the adaptive control units are pulling circuit boards, and then it's kind of all in a row that feeds on a sushi belt. We pulled from Blue Crater, we're definitely pulling stuff from. And we're pulling out of our actual factory stuff. But yeah, so then everything else is coming from down there. But some of the oil things is what we're bringing in, like plastic and rubber. So, but yeah, so that's a good time. And then we've got our modular engines. We did just one building per finalized item, except for the adaptive control units is at half, because we matched the automated wiring that we already had. So it is technically under what one would be, but not that bad, because we didn't have to make more automated wiring.
Not that bad.
Not that bad. I'm about to run out of turbo fuel.
Hey, Jared. Where are you?
Yo.
Come over
Alright.
here.
I'm flying off. What?
Oh, I was going to show you. You need to look what's in the distance from here. From the space elevator.
Oh my goodness, I can see it.
You can see something massive in the distance. Spoiler alert.
Keep some suspense. So there are some like rail things here, some like guardrail and like cosmetics that Leonard was playing with. Oh, we've got a little bit of like a train situation happening with like a crossroads. That's fun. And then we put up a different a different hypertube hub here. This will go, because the train station for us was such a main area we were going back to. We've got a hypertube from here to like the main place by storage, and then one from here to